Malaysia to meet these amazing Sabahan and Sarawakian ladies is definitely going to be a long-lasting memory. From the roots of Mount Kinabalu to the lullabies of Semban Ring ladies, I'm Karishma. Join me in a mystical journey in search of the evergreen and still existing tales of the legends of Borneo. Sways between excitement and lulls. It is a playground for human enthusiasm, ambitions and celebration. But our culture is what defines us. It's an integral part of our life. Civilization should never be the reason of negligence of our traditions. Welcome to another episode of Legends of Borneo. A big part of the appeal of our first guest is her hands-on approach to her projects. She is a paper artist who draws from nature and the cultural events of Malaysia. Let's meet Suresh Lau, our first guest in Ethnic Warrior. She herself looks like a paper art, very soft-spoken. She has a lot of passion and dream about the art that defines her. Let's get to know about her. Hi Suresh, how are you?
Hi Amisha, I'm good, thank you.
So Suresh, tell me a little about yourself, your origins and your background.
So I was born here in Kuching, Sarawak. I attended SMK Padungan, which is also known as SMK Lumba Kuda back in the days. And later on I went to attend Lim Kok Wing University. And I graduated in London Middlesex University. Kuching is very much a very laid-back city. There's not much going around. It's actually very slow, very quiet, very peaceful town. But I find that actually good to me. I find it easy to connect with people.
Yes.
And every time I try to connect with the others,
it's much simpler.
Yeah, it's much simpler. It just comes naturally.
Alright. So after your graduation, did you start your career in paper art immediately?
I did it on and off for quite a few years until I finally commit into it in 2017. So during those years, I was juggling between graphic design jobs. I was an insurance agent.
Oh wow!
Yes, and then I actually work at a coffee shop as well. So in between all those different kinds of jobs, I try to find time to do paper art still, and it was until 2016, late in 2016, that I thought about it. I took a few months' time off, and I actually think seriously about what I'm going to do next, what I really want to do in life. And that's when I took up paper art again, tried to be serious and commit into it. And here I am now, I guess.
So this must be a very brave decision to you, Suresh. So how did your career in paper art kicked off?
It wasn't as easy as I thought. I have no networks, I have no connections at all when I tried to start off full time. And I thought it was a bad decision. I was shocked that when I was offered McDonald's, I guess in a way I was lucky. Because it's not actually McDonald's from Malaysia, it's actually McDonald's from the UK.
Wow.
Yes, so that boosts up my confidence in what I do a lot. So after that, I had exhibitions in Kuala Lumpur. And then I involved myself in a community work. I do commission pieces for magazines and for podcast stations.
So paper art is a very unique talent, Suresh. How do you connect yourself to the local people then?
I usually put my art on the website. It's called behance.net. It's actually a very international platform for artists, not just artists, but designers, illustrators.
So apart from your career in paper art, I'm also aware that you're very active in this campaign called Bukaru. So can you tell us a little about that?
So Bukaru is established in India. It's a non-profit organization organization, I would say, that helps to encourage children, children's literature. You help them to get to know, like read more storybooks and do more crafty work instead. Because nowadays kids, they focus more on their iPads.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
It's like the literature is lost along the way.
Yes.
So the main focus of this group is to bring that back, to bring the fun of literature back to the children and to introduce them through interesting ways like paper workshops, things like that. So I was invited to do to be a speaker for around 3 years. And what I do is I give free workshops for the kids. And I incorporate storytelling. I do I make up stories on my own, but then it was a way to get them involved. It actually opens up my mind a lot because I never knew teaching kids would be this fun.
Yes.
And kids are definitely way more imaginative and creative than most of us adults.
True.
So actually through those 3 years, I learned a lot from them.
So Ceres, may I say that most of your paper art is inspired by Malaysian culture or nature?
Yes and no. Well, previously my work is mostly based on Malaysia culture itself. I find myself transitioning from that to more of Sarawak's nature. I feel more inspired by the unpredictable stuff, like the organic forms and shapes and the greens. Even though my work is mostly white for now, but I find myself intrigued by the nature.
So Ceres, tell me, what are your future dreams and plans?
I actually have plans to build up a platform for all kinds of workshops. Like for example, ceramic workshops. You can get paper art, you can get leather, you can get almost all the unusual workshops, which is not very common here or overall Malaysia. So that's something that I'm currently working on with a few good friends. And besides that, I am working on a project which somehow involves Sarawak's culture and nature. It's something that will be revealed next year, which it's something that I can't talk about right now. It's a really huge project, but I can't wait for it.
All right.
Yes.
Our best wishes to you.
Thank you so much.
So Ceres, thank you so much for sharing your creative knowledge in art with us, and thank you so much for being our guest in Ethnic Warrior.
Thank you so much as well for inviting me for this interview.
All right, thank you. A licensed fitness trainer, Emilia Marian Phillips, is definitely a lady of elegance and wisdom. Let's see what she's bringing in for us in our next segment, You're the Woman. Hi, Amelia. That was an amazing fitness routine.
Thank you.
But I'm sure all that calories that was burnt, will benefit them anyway. So how are you doing today?
I'm feeling good. A little bit tired. Yeah. So how about you?
I'm good. So are you ready for the interview?
Yes.
You are.
I am ready.
All right. So Amelia, tell me about your origins.
Okay, so I am born and raised here in Kota Kinabalu, and then I do sports since young, since I would say primary school up to secondary school, up to U. Yeah, I represent my school, the state. So after U, I actually I was into karate. I decided to continue, and then I went for competition. And
Karate competitions.
Yeah, karate competition, and then eventually won a competition here in KK, and then represent Sabah in senior. Yeah, because I was a senior already at that time, so it's a senior karate championship in Malacca.
So Emilia, you said you were studying in Sabah, right? Could you share that experience with us?
Okay, so when I was in school, especially in Sabah, see, I'm so proud to be Sabahan because we can mix with different kinds of people, ethnics. Okay, so I have a group of friends which we are still friends up until today, even though we don't meet each other very often. But then they come from Sandakan, they come from Tambunan. You see, some of them they are. Actually, some of them,
they're far from Sabah.
Yeah, far from Sabah. But then we always share everything together. So we always learn from each other.
So since you've been fit all these years, how many other different types of sport have you trained?
I would say a lot. Okay, but the main sports that I do since young is high jump. Okay, I represent my school, and like I said, up to state since primary school up to secondary. Even in U, we have this mahasiswa and mahasiswi track and field competition. I still do high jump. Not just that, I play netball, I play volleyball, and I play handball. You know, I even play football.
So since you've been fit all your life, when did the passion came into you to become a fitness trainer?
I think 23, 23, somewhere there. Yeah, so I was at the gym working out on my own, and then a friend of mine approached me and just simply asked me a question. Hey, Amy, why don't you take up courses to be, to train people? So at that time I said, oh yeah, why not? So I decided to
venture
into fitness. So you see, this fitness thing is wide.
Correct.
So I started off with group fitness instructor. Yeah, so I took up the course and then eventually started teaching in a gym. And then after that, I started to take different kinds of certificates on fitness. Yeah, and then I took up certified fitness instructor, a fitness trainer, and then I took up social science course and a lot other more courses that I take. So even up until today, I still feel that I still need to learn more. So if there is a chance for me to take other courses based on fitness, okay, so I will still.
You will still choose to teach more and learn more.
Yeah, learn more. Yeah. So it happened from there.
So since you've been actively involved in this campaign called Jom Kurus, how did that start actually?
Yeah, so because I love helping people to live a healthier lifestyle. So when I saw this advertisement, so then I decided to apply for it. So then one day they called us. Yeah, they called me and my partner. We go together. So they called us and eventually chose us to be one of the trainer in Sabah.
All right.
Yeah, so this is actually our second season with Jom Kurus.
So since you've been in Sabah all this while, what do you think are the main reasons for Sabahans to involve themselves in sports lately?
Okay, so there are a lot of reasons, see, but then from what I see, Sabahan people, they are very shy. Okay, some of them, they like to be alone. Okay, even if they say that they do fitness, but then they don't have realistic goal.
Yeah, they don't have the particular motivation.
Yeah, they don't have the particular motivations.
So Emilia, you know you're beautiful, right? So do you have any future plans to become a model or any other entertainment interests?
Yes, talking about model, I used to be model before, yes, back in a few years back. Yeah, so I learned modeling, so I used to do a bridal show, hair show, clothes branding show, yeah, but all in KK. But then again, I'm not sure if that is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So this is how I venture into fitness.
Since I'm new to Sabah, is there any place that you want to suggest me to visit?
Oh yeah, so Sabah is a beautiful place. So we have a lot of places to visit. Namely, you can go maybe to Tuaran. We have the Rumah Terbalik over there, and then you can visit our island. We have Pulau Manukan, and then there are a few more. But if you want to visit a place that is nearer to you, okay, I would suggest the floating mosque, which is just 3 kilometers away from Kota Kinabalu. Okay, so it is an iconic building where a lot of Sabahan or tourists will visit that. It's not just a place to pray for Muslims. People go there to
even different races and ethnic can visit.
Even tourists, there are a lot of tourists go there every day.
So Emilia, thank you so much for sharing your fitness journey with us. It's a great honor to have you with us in Legends of Borneo, and you're the woman who inspires me and many women out there, and I'll definitely visit the city mosque, and thank you again.
Okay, thank you for having me, and yeah, don't forget to visit the city mosque.
Of course, of course. Thank you so much, Emilia. Emilia suggested us to visit the Kota Kinabalu City Mosque, also known as the Floating Mosque. Just 3 kilometers away from Kota Kinabalu City, this majestic white mosque boasts similar features to the Nabawi Mosque in Medina. I was told that there are no charges on visitors, so let the rural ravens spread their wings. From a distance, the Kota Kinabalu City Mosque seems to float on top of the water. The optical illusion is created by man-made lagoon nestled around the mosque. The building's reflection on the cool blue water gives the fantastic mosque an air of mystery and beauty. Due to its beauty, this mosque is easily accessible for prayers by the people from the nearby villages, complexes, offices, and the University Malaysia Sabah. Hello sir, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, what's your name sir?
I'm Latif bin Laid.
Alright, so please introduce yourself. What do you do here?
I'm one of the committee member here.
So I must say that this mosque is really big and beautiful. So tell us a little about the mosque history.
Yeah, the mosque is very big. It's built about 14.83 acre.
Wow.
It's very big. So it's surrounding by a sea. It's water. So it's about 70% is water.
Wow.
So it's very big, and in one occasion, this mosque can fit for 20,000 people.
20,000 people?
Yes, 20,000 people.
Just inside?
Yeah, just inside.
Just
so
inside.
Hari Raya and Hari Raya Korban is almost 40 to 50,000 people. Inside 20, the outside is about 30,000 people. It's very big. We have 5 schools here.
Wow.
That's why we have we call Quranis. We call one is Madrasa. Quranis is about 80 students. Madrasa we have about 700 students, and then the last one we have the Tadika here.
Oh, you have Tadika
yeah,
as well.
so we have 5 schools in 14.83 acre. Since the opening to 19 years, we are visited by 4 kings. Actually, this mosque in location-wise is very near to city Kota Kinabalu. So part of that, this mosque also is a transit for people who want to go to Kudat, to Mount Kinabalu, Sandakan, Tawau. So they will transit here, they will take the food here, they will pray prayer. After they pray, then they have to go to the one they want to go lah. But this is very convenience to them. It's very convenient.
It's like a center point.
Yeah, center. Yes, very center and very convenient to all the Jemaah. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Latif, for sharing a lot of information.
Yeah, same
about
to
the
you.
mosque
Thank you.
to us. Thank you.
Okay.
I completely enjoyed my visit to one of Malaysia's most beautiful and well-known mosques. I found the people really welcoming and very helpful. They give us such a peaceful and calm vibe. After walking around inside of the mosque, I'll now take a walk around the man-made lagoon. When the mosque is illuminated over the blue water of Likas Bay, it is considered one of the most beautiful structures in the city and in the entire country of Malaysia. The mosque was designed to resemble the Prophet's Mosque in Medina, which is the final resting place of Muhammad. To keep anything cultural, you have to reinvent the reality of it. In many cases nowadays, culture has become the marketing strategy rather than the continuation of the legacy. So let's preserve our culture rather than exploiting it. Till I meet you again, I'm Karishma and this is Legends of Borneo.